Hello, hello, my name is Callista and welcome back to Gone Home. In the last episode, we were exploring the basement and there was actually something I wanted to add about this letter. So this is a letter, we read it in the last episode, from Terry's dad to Terry, and it's basically saying, I read your book, I thought it was crap, you can do better. You can do better. That's what Terry wrote on his board. So even though he clearly wasn't appreciative of this letter because he cut his dad's face out of a picture, he clearly took it to heart. Also, just how impersonal is this? It's typed up and signed, literally it's signed Richard Greenbrier, PhD. How many dads sign a letter to their son? Like, surely he could have written Rich, or Richard, or Ricky, or Dad. Like, clearly, this is something that he's dictated to his secretary, and then he's signed in it. Like, that says something about Terry's relationship with his dad. So I think that, because we also know that Terry, something was going on with Terry and Oscar. They had a bit of a falling out because of that letter that we found. It was sent from Oscar to Terry, basically inviting him to come to Arbor Hill. It was then ripped up and sellotaped back together. I'm not entirely sure by who. So we know that there's something's gone on, but then from this newspaper clipping, when Mason's pharmacy got a soda fountain, the first ice cream was given to Terry. So clearly when he was younger, he had a good relationship with his uncle. So something has happened there. Now then, I was at the end of the last episode, I was wondering where I wanted to go. Did I want to go that way? Or did I want to go this way? And I'm thinking, I think I'm going to get the dark, dingy room out of the way first. There we go, that's better. Now then, I'm thinking we are going to start at this end. Okay, we have a book here. Oh, Ledger, Mason's Pharmacy, January to June 1968. But we can't look in it. Sad times. And, oh, I think we just found Uncle Oscar. I think. What does that say? It just has C on it. I don't know what that means. But I might be overreacting, but I think those might be Oscar's ashes. Oof. Anything back there? No, doesn't look like it. Just checking. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay. So... okay. Nothing up there. Lots of newspapers. A postcard? Ooh, cute. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah? I do not know how to pronounce that. Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class field trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come, Elle. Cute.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours.
Damn.
Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home.
Oh.
Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl.
Oh,
But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Okay. So I'm guessing that... What the I'll talk about that in a minute. I was saying in the last episode that I was kind of hoping that Jan and Terry would kind of not fit the stereotype of hyper-conservative religious parents, and they'd just be like, oh, our daughter, we want whatever makes you happy, but no, doesn't seem that's going to be the case. And they clearly... I think what's going on is that maybe they think that Lonnie and Sam, they're doing that thing of like, oh no, our daughter couldn't possibly be one of the gays. Couldn't possibly. That's just her really, really good friend. And then, again, I've said this before, but I think that Caitlin was probably a very easy teenager. And who, you know, was just kind of content to do what she was told, whereas Sam wants more independence. She kind of wants to go her own way. And I think her parents are kind of taking that as like oh, she's rebelling. She's rebelling and being difficult. And clearly it's not Sam. It's clearly this Lonnie girl who's doing all of this, which is, it's just very sad. Okay, Mason's pharmacy changes hands. Friday, December 10th, 1965. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Mason's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumours swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about the speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's Pharmacy, told the Register, "The specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason has taken sick and was unavailable for comment." 1965. I wish I could remember when Oscar died. I think it was relatively recently because Terry was left this in the will, so I think he okay, let me think this through. 1965. Okay. The letter we found that had been torn apart, that was 1970 something. I'm pretty sure it was like 1972, and then Oscar makes his will in 1973, giving the house to Terry. And I don't think that Oscar died until something like 1993, 1994, like immediately before we moved to this house. And Oscar was a recluse for many, many years. So presumably this was the start of Oscar. Oscar takes sick, he stops leaving the house, and Oscar goes from being this kind of beloved figure in the town to being the crazy old guy who lives on the hill in the forest. Mason's Pharmacy, still located on Main Street, but under new management. Photo by Jay Hayden. Okay. Got it. What the... do I dare? Oh, don't like that. What? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Why can't I turn this light on? Nope. Okay. I don't like the dark. Where does this take us on the map? To the upstairs. Oh no, So we're still... Where even is this? I have no idea. That's going up, so I'm going to go back and see what the other room held. Okay, through here. Now then, what is... Okay, this is nice and bright and friendly looking, and I am all about all of those things. Okay, let's see. We got, oddly enough, no crumpled up notes, but we do have that back there. It's like a drug. The first time was in my room in the middle of the night. I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13. Her face was spectral in its... Sam, Katie's like, no, yeah, not gonna happen. She is not reading. Oh God, who writes about their first time and then leaves it in their house with their presumably not so happy... I'm not gonna call them homophobic, but like, they're not gonna be happy about you being gay parents. Jesus. Yolanda De Soto, 90, Hector and Maria De Soto. Two. Okay. Okay. This is in Mexico. And keep drawing. Today's Spanish lessons. Fly is Mosca. Hubcap is Tapacubos. Sunbeam is Rayo del Sol. Your love, two or more. Oh, dear Sam, I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think. Probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, but out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. Oh God damn it. Lonnie, everyone's a pervert. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking lots of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Your love, Lonnie. Oh, the sugar skull in the front hall. That was from Mexico. Presumably, Lonnie brought it us as a gift. Anything under there? Doesn't look like it, but we do have a button. X-ray specs. Nice. Okay. This is... I'm not entirely sure what this space is, but it's cute. And this is Girl Scout. The band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, A. Self, Girl Scouts, denial, I think.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
I love how supportive they are of each other and their interests. Guest room, Mr. Mason's room, front door, library, kitchen. So at some point, Oscar might have had servants. Oh. I don't like that. I find it suspicious. Senwald fine jewelry. Oh, Samantha's getting the necklace. Two, don't know what that means. Oh, no. Heart pendants, custom engraving, L+S. Cash was paid. It was $79.98. Okay. Oh, that's nice. And who's on this one? Girl Scout and Self. Okay, what the This is weird. This is very weird. Okay. Yep, first floor plan. Arbor Hill. Oh, damn it, we need another combination. Okay. And what is this? Okay. Terry, age 6. 1953, age 7, age 8. Age 9 in 1960. And then Terry, age 12, Thanksgiving, 1963. Okay. That's sweet. I don't... Oh God, how am I meant to see stuff? Okay, what does this say? Okay, ordered this month. Oh God, two cases of brandy, 2 cases of rum, 1 barrel of whiskey. Governor remains very... Oh God. Oh God, what the hell does this... Governor remains very... I don't think that's pleased. Remains very something with enforcement in Boone County. Believe this arrangement shall hold up for some time. WR. Do we know anyone called WR? Clearly this is something in March 23. Is this Prohibition? I mentioned this was an old house. Damn. Okay, you can live there. Anything else? We have... Oh. A toy. Whoa! God damn the lightning. We have a random toy. I'm very concerned as to why a children's toy would be in the fire, the way you store the wood. That doesn't sit right with me at all. Well, you're free now, horsey. Okay, so we have to remember the safe combination. Oh, it wouldn't happen to be the same combination as the safe, would it? I think it was 0451. I'm gonna try it. 0451. 15? No. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that's another mystery to solve. Maybe the toy in the wood larder? A wood shed? Let's go with woodshed. I know woodsheds are typically outdoors, but like maybe like a kid was playing in the corridor. Although that's a weird place for a kid to be playing, considering it's like in the basement next to like nothing. And then I don't know. They were playing with the horse, and they pushed it into the woodshed, and then they were too afraid to get it out. Maybe. Have a Bratmobile. The review, 28th of the 3rd. It's $4 to get in. Gurney's a plum 5th collection. Okay. Costumes. Skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral vision. That's a lie to Mom. Oh! That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. These are what we're hearing. We haven't heard that one yet. And I don't think we've heard that either. Okay. What is this room? Oh, that's just covering a sock. And this one is covering another cassette. Heavens to Betsy, terrorist. And on side B is nothing except a scary face. What is this? Women outlaws. This'll show you who runs things around this joint. Bam! No female is gonna tell me, as he gets kicked in the face. She's tougher than a wild Mustang. Okay. Nice, I approve. Okay. This is... what does that say? Girl Justice Now. This one's for you, Grossman. Captain A and, Rev L Ocean Girl. Okay. Had enough? The great Oddfellow riot of 95. Heard enough. Kicking against the patriarchy. Heavens to Betsy, Bratmobile. At X-Ray Cafe, Wednesday, April 13th. All ages, $5. Girls to the front. Okay. I don't know what all this is, but it's cool. You can live over there. It wasn't hiding anything. What is this? Oh, they're making their own comic. Girl Justice Now, kicking against the patriarchy. Yeah. Heard enough, had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy. Who's Grossman? Stand up, Captain A, and then that's Lonnie's kind of character. Fight back. Maybe you just want more cool zines, or maybe even a mixtape. Send us your missives from the Girl Riot Underground, and they've got a post box and everything. Okay. So they're making these magazines. Very nice. And Sonic Youth, the Amps Bikini Kill, Sunday, November 5th, Roseland. And again, more of these chips. This is Girl Justice Now. No pizza, sad times. Goodfellow Senior High School. Oh, Sheldon Grossman is the principal of Goodfellow High School. Okay. Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It shows initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Mr. Soto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. Okay. So Sam's getting bullied, so Lonnie decides, you know what, if they want to write something on Sam's locker, I'm going to write it in solidarity. And rather than dealing with the bully, they're like, well, we should deal with Lonnie. Oh, God. Schools can be fucking stupid in that regard sometimes. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward. Well, of course they're not going to come forward. Who's going to come forward to be punished? And there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. So they're punishing... I'm assuming this is in relation, because they mentioned that the people at school know that Lonnie and Sam are dating. I presume someone wrote something homophobic on Sam's locker. Lonnie writes something on their own, and basically they're kind of going, oh, well, maybe you should hide your sexuality, and that one... They're not outright saying that, but they're saying, oh, maybe don't bring attention to yourself, and people wouldn't be treating you this way. That's such bullshit.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority.
Yeah, I was saying
watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like, it was no big deal.
Fair.
This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Again, I'm glad that Sam has someone. Oh, we're through here. Okay, there was another path that I didn't take. I want to see where that leads. What was I saying? I'm glad that Sam and Lonnie have each other. I'm glad that they're willing to defend each other. Where is this going? Oh! Another secret passage. And what is this? 1963. Okay. The code. I'm sorry for just bapping my mouse there. 1963. Why does that sound familiar? Was that the year JFK was shot? 1963? I'm gonna look that up on my phone. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get to the safe first. $1963. I can remember that. And it was through here. 1963. In 1963, Terry, age 12, Thanksgiving. His code is the last time he saw Terry, so clearly something happened. Something happened, and he never sees Terry again, and then he... 1963. Not 4, 3. There we go. There we have it. What is all this? Okay, so we've got just random hydrogen peroxide. Okay. We've got... Oh God, come on, this way. Aquatil. I have no idea what this is for. We have... solution of morphine. Got some syringes. Oh God. This one's been returned. Oscar Mason to... What the fuck is that? That's Ellis County though. Greenbrier. I think that says Greenbrier. Mary Greenbrier. So this is Oscar to his sister. And it's been returned to sender. Oh. Balls. Okay. Dear sister, I write what shall be my last appeal to... Cross something out. To go unanswered. One way or the other. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for commune, only my one mind, examining itself endlessly, searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution. When was this sent? Oh, bugger, it doesn't have the date. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only true forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation. Satisfied to prove my commitment however I can imagine. Since Mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as, I don't like that sound, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence and one day simply cease to be, with a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. Years since transgression. And she returns it to sender. She outright, when is this? I can see part of a date. February 25th. I think that's 73. I think that's 1973. Oh, I'm getting something, but I don't know what. Okay, so he sends this to Mary. He's done something. 1973. He quit his job. I have removed myself from temptation. Oh! He was a pedophile. He removes himself from temptation, the soda fountain drawing all of the kids. I'm panicking. Okay. 1963. Terry is obsessed with 1963, and the main thing that happened in 1963 was JFK, and it's all time travel. Terry doesn't want to go back to 1963 to save JFK. He wants to go back to 1963 to save Terry, to save 12-year-old Terry from the fucking coal sack, whatever, the shed with Oscar. Oh, and that's why. Okay. Oscar abuses Terry. And that's why he's so distant with Jan now. He's returned to the house and he's like, this is where it happened. This is where it all happened. Okay, I don't think I'm making any sense. I don't think I'm out of time for this episode. Okay, so I'm going to go through what I think happened. Okay, so Terry is 12. He has a good relationship with his uncle Oscar. Oscar has his pharmacy. He's getting all of these young kids. I think Oscar's a pedophile. And he's getting all of these young kids at his soda fountain. And then it's Thanksgiving. It's 1963. Terry is 12. And Oscar can't hold back anymore. He convinces Terry to come down here to the wood storage. And he abuses him. And either one of two things happens. Either his mother is like, I wonder where Terry and Oscar are, and she comes down and catches her brother doing it, or immediately afterwards, Terry runs upstairs and is like, Mother, Uncle Oscar abused me, please help. So Mary's like, Oscar, you fucking pervert, be gone. She cuts all contact with him. Oscar, to try and make up, I'm using, air quotes there, to try and make up for what he does, he removes himself from temptation, and that's because it's 65. It's 2 years after this. He sells the pharmacy so that he's not around kids, and he secludes himself in the house. But then in 73, he starts to be like, I've done enough. Oscar's a jackass. Even if he wasn't a pedophile, he's a fucking jackass. So in 73, he's like, I've done enough. So he starts sending letters to his sister, and she's like, no, fuck you, you abused my son. You don't get to be like, I've done my penance. And since transgression, he can't even admit what he's done. He's just like, oh, I've removed myself from temptation. And where is it? Even a wretch like me could be saved. Bullshit. Screw you. And then once he can't get through to Mary, he hears that Terry's gotten married, and he's like, oh, that makes it okay. I worried that me abusing my nephew would turn him into a weirdo, but no, he's married, therefore he's okay. He sends the letter to Terry being like, oh, over the years, I thought about your, well-being and development, but now that you've gotten married, I feel better about it. Terry's like, you bitch, so he rips it up, but he keeps it because he's ashamed, or I don't know why he keeps it. I don't know why he keeps the letter and then fixes it. I'm not entirely sure why. Again, maybe he returned it to the sender, ripped up, and then Oscar repaired it, hid it, and then Terry didn't realise that the letter was in his desk. I don't know. But either, I think one of two things happens. I think potentially Terry suppresses the memories. Terry knows that something bad happened in 63, but he doesn't know what. And what happened in 1963? JFK. And so he becomes obsessed with JFK. And he writes these books about someone going back in time to save someone in 1963. It's because he wants to save himself. And then Oscar dies. And for some reason, he's like, sure, I'll move in here. And then he suddenly, everything starts going tits up for him. I think maybe he's like getting nightmares, or like those repressed memories are starting to surface, and it's freaking him out, and he's withdrawing himself from Jan, and he's got all of this backlash from his dad and from the publishers and from the people he's working for. He's getting all this backlash, and he's turning to drink, and he doesn't want to talk to Jan because presumably Jan doesn't know. If he repressed all of that, then she won't know anything about his abuse. And so he's isolating. Oh, poor Terry. Oscar, you prick. Oh, that's what I think's happening. That is what I think is happening here. Oh, I spit on you. Okay. I need to take a breath. I am out of time for this episode. I'm gonna walk back. I'm going to walk back to where we were at. We were in the new part of the house that we haven't explored yet. Oh my god. Was it... Wait a minute. There's the letter right there. Was it 1965? 1965, yeah. So his family cut him off. He sat there like, oh, what can I do to get my family back? Then he decides, you know what? I'll remove myself from temptation. I'll become a hermit. I'm not going to apologise to Terry because I'm a complete arsehole. And presumably he feels like he hasn't done anything. Maybe he does feel like he's done something wrong. But it's that thing of like, he's a pedophile. He's got a disease. He can't be held responsible for this shit. Oh God, Oscar. I noticed there's something under that chair, so I'm gonna finish off right here where I can see that note under the chair for next time. I'm glad we figured out what's happened with Oscar, and or at least I'm like 70% sure. It feels right to me that that's what happened between Terry and Oscar. Oh, damn. God, what else is this house hiding? Well, we're going to find out in the next episode, so please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.